Hi everyone, it's Holly, and a little while ago I did a video talking about what Audible Escape was, if I thought it was worth it, that kind of stuff. And so I thought I would do kind of a follow-up video giving you some Audible Escape recommendations. I will link the video I did before down below, and I'll try to do it up here if I remember. I'm trying to do that now. I don't know. But basically Audible Escape is like Kindle Unlimited for audiobooks. There are, I will be honest, so many books in the Audible Escape catalog that I have not read. So this is by no means an exhaustive list. You can search the catalog. Also, there is a Facebook group. I'm a part of it. Hold on, let me get you the actual name. It is called Audible Romance Fans, and it's a Audible like run group. I don't think they moderate it very well, but not in a bad way. It's a fairly positive group, especially considering how many people are in there. And people are great about asking for recommendations of all kinds. You can get super specific or be really general, and people are really good about giving you recommendations, and you can usually say like escape only or we'll use a credit, and people are really good about following that. The one thing with the group is if you are in there and you are recommending books or you're talking about books or whatever, if you're going to post a picture, please also write out a caption for said picture explaining what it is for visually impaired readers, because obviously they listen to audiobooks. So that's the nice thing to do. But you can definitely check that out. It's a great group. The women in there, it's mostly women, there are some men, have been fantastic. It's a really good group. Let's talk about some recommendations. So I think I've talked about this before personally with me listening to audiobooks. I really started my fictional audiobook journey with rereads. So I did reread a lot of Serena Bowen on Audible Escape, but it's not really there anymore. I think she might have a couple that are still up, but they're not. But you can always look to see if maybe they come back or something, but they were there. But some that are still there: the Addicted and Calloway Sister series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Of course. Loved it. And so that was like a big intro for me. I also reread Tangled Like Us. Right? That's the right one? Yes. In that series before I continued on, and then I actually just listened to Sinful Like Us, the second book to that book, but it's part of a larger series, whatever. In the Like Us series by Krista and Becca Ritchie, in audio, and actually Stephen Dexter, who narrates those, is just, he's got a very nice voice. And slowly I moved on to some books that I had never read before, and authors I'd never even read from before, and I expanded my horizons. And so some of the ones that I personally recommend are Lauren Rose Morgan Brothers series. I've read 4 out of the 5 books so far. I've enjoyed all of them. It's a great family romance, not like but like follows all these brothers, and I plan on reading Lauren Rose's other books. They're fun. They tend to be pretty funny, pretty over the top, but the like love between these brothers, and then Xander, who's like kind of an honorary brother, his book is book number 4. It just makes my heart happy. On the other end of the spectrum, although still kind of funny and over the top, I have a type, is the Scarlet Stars, I think that's what it's called, series by J.M. Darhauer, and that is Menace and Grievous. These are more dark romance, but they definitely have some humor in them. I'm still not sure if dark romance is for me, but I ended up really loving these 2 books, and recommend the audiobooks for sure. And then of course, how can I do this and not talk about Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon? I love it. I have a whole video talking about Ice Planet Barbarians, like a series review, if you want to check it out. I'll link it below. Now, not all of these are on Audible Escape, but I think like the first 10 or something like that are. So yes, I definitely recommend those. Again, over the top. These are sci-fi romance. I really like over-the-top things. Like I said, I have a type. There are also books that I have read previously, but I have not listened to the audiobooks for, but they are on Audible Escape, so I thought I would mention them just to give you some ideas of other things that are on there. Things like The Kiss Quotient. Hi, editing Holly here. Oh, the fan is probably really loud, but this will be really fast, I promise. And I just ate, so there's probably like oatmeal in my teeth. I wanted to add that I just finished The Bride Test by Helen Wong. I really need to look that up. And I freaking loved it. So add that to my recommendation list. I'm obsessed. It was beautiful. That's it. When Dimple Met Rishi, the Poison Study series by Maria V. Snyder. I plan on listening to those soon because I need to like reread the trilogy and then read the second trilogy. So I do plan on listening to those soon. Also, there are tons of like big name authors, like authors that I've heard of before. So some traditionally published, some indie published that I definitely want to check out. Kristen Ashley has books up there. Max Monroe, they have books up there. Things like that. And like I said in my Audible Escape, like what is it video, you can do genre breakdowns, or you can just search for books on Audible Escape and find things. So those are just some Audible Escape recommendations from me. Like I said, by no means an exhaustive list. I'm still, I feel like, almost learning about this and exposing myself to more books and more authors, and I'm totally along for the ride and I'm loving this journey. And if you are interested in audiobooks, I hope, and you love romance, I hope you give it a shot as well. And feel free to join us in the Facebook group. I'm not like commenting it all the time. I'm not like pitching it because like I'm a part of it like crazy, but I think it's a really good, fun environment full of really great people who just love talking about romance. And they're really non-judgy, super non-judgy, which is awesome to see. So yeah, and if you have any recommendations, feel free to leave them down below for other people to check them out. And I will see you next time. Bye.